Hi everyone and happy Monday. I hope you enjoyed last week's kind of little break that we had, and I hope you had a nice weekend. If you didn't catch last week's 6-day forecast, these energies tend to last a little bit longer, so go ahead and check that out. Welcome to your reading. I actually just literally the second realized that I didn't do a reading for May, so I'm going to get on that this week. I apologize for that. But welcome! Today we are doing our 3-card reading. We are using our usual decks, the Vice Versa Tarot, the Tarot of the Orishas, and the Faeries Oracle. If you are new to the channel, then every Monday I've been doing this thing where you just pick one of the cards and I'll give you a reading, and then you can go on with your life. What else? What did you miss this week? Not much. I mean, this week, like I said in my last video, was just such a busy week that I didn't have time to give you the daily videos. And it was. There were a couple of days where I didn't even get home till late in the evening, or as soon as I got home, I had to go out and do something else. So it was like there was literally no time for me to make these videos. Plus, I kind of just had a stressful week and needed a rest. But we are going to let go a lot of that stress from this weekend and from last week. We're going to take a deep breath. We're going to get ourselves in the zone so that we can kind of connect with the cards, connect with our higher selves, connect with our spiritual guides, and receive the messages that we need to receive. So just take some deep breaths, let go of all of the stresses of the day, all of the things that may have bothered you this day, all of the things that may have disrupted you or disrupted your mood in any way. Just kind of try to take a deep breath and let those things pass. Yeah, later you might want to get back to them and deal with them, especially if it's something pressing, but for this moment, in this space, let yourself be clear. Let yourself be connected to the beings that are trying to get messages to you, okay? And we will start with the Vice Versa Tarot. As usual, each deck has a stone. The Vice Versa Tarot. Oh, there is something else I wanted to do today first. The Vice Versa Tarot is what we're going to start with, but I did want to give you like an overall reading just for everybody, just to kind of see what kind of energy we're dealing with on this day. So what kind of energy are we dealing with on Monday? Just kind of in general, what is the energy for this day, Monday, May 13th, 2019? What is the guiding overall energy or overall message for everyone here today for Monday, May 13th, 2019? Please and thank you. I am the loving energy of the universe, okay? So be loving today. Let yourself, I feel like with this kind of a message, it's really easy to say that being the loving energy means you're very passive or you're very soft or you're very accepting of everything, which I guess goes along with passive. But I feel like love is something you do. And I feel like as far as like the love of divine, the love of God or goddess or whatever it is that you believe in, I feel like that love is more about action. So take some action today to be loving, whether that's getting someone food who's in need, helping someone who is on the streets, telling people, you know, the truth that they're refusing to see about themselves, you know, buying someone clothes if they need it, being there and just listening to someone who is dealing with something that is painful, without, you know, making it about yourself, okay? Being there for other people, actively giving to other people selflessly. That is what it means to act in love. So I think today is a day for you to go, all of you, all of us, to go out and do something in an act of love. You don't need to expect anything back. You don't need to, you know, broadcast it. You don't need to do anything other than do that action, other than show that love and give that gift to the world, okay? So with the Vice Versa Tarot, we do have Bloodstone. As we generally know, Bloodstone is a stone, because I say this like every time we have Bloodstone. It's a stone for healing. It's a stone that can help boost your inner healing and can help the story is that when soldiers would get hurt or warriors would get hurt, they grind bloodstone and put it in the wound to actually staunch the bleeding, and it's supposed to help aid in blood circulation, aid in just general healing, and of course it's a great stone for grounding, as most of the stones are. So let's see what you have for vice versa tarot. For whoever this reading is meant for this day, Monday, May 13th, 2019, please tell us, what message should they receive from this, the vice versa tarot deck, from their higher selves to mine, from my higher self to me, through me, and into these cards? What is the message that needs to be delivered or heard today for whoever is here to receive it for this day, Monday, May 13th, 2019? Please and thank you. Oh, you have the Five of Wands on this side. So the other side tends to kind of has the message that you're preparing for something. This side is saying that it's coming. Whatever it is you've been preparing for, whatever it is you've been working on, or at least that's what I'm feeling is what it's saying. We're going to read the book naturally. But whatever it is you've been preparing for or working on, it's about to hit the fan. It's about to come. The thing you've been preparing for, the thing you've been studying for or practicing for, you're about to jump into it, okay? You're about to be able to put your skills to use. You're about to be able to put the things that you've been practicing and learning to use. And you may need, you might be afraid of the situation. You may feel like you need to flee. I shouldn't say you may need to, because I don't think you do. I think this is something you will have to face. It's something you're going to have to deal with. But you may want to run away. You may want to pull away. That may feel like the best option. I think in this situation, though, that's not really going to help you. It might just kind of postpone the inevitable. So whatever you're dealing with today, whatever you've been preparing for up until this point, you're going to start seeing that you're actually doing it now. You're actually a part of it. You're actually participating in this situation. It's actually come to fruition in some way. Okay, so let's see what the book says about the Five of Wands on that side. Or as this calls it, it does call it the Five of Wands. When you get this side in a reading, the healthy competition or intellectual sparring is becoming heated. There is a danger of an explosion if the tension isn't dialed back. You might gently probe for wounded places in the situation, but beware of pushing too hard. There is an unseen anger that needs an outlet or a timeout if it seems more appropriate. The endeavor is threatened from within. Okay, so I think what this is saying is that, there may be something like some raging emotion or negative energy that's inside of you that's threatening to kind of make the situation worse than what it is. So like I said, it could be your fear, it could be your desire to run away. There's something in you that's just kind of, the reaction you're considering might make the situation worse than what it is. So be sure to think about your choices here. All right, that is with the Vice Versa Tarot. Thank you so much. I will try to remember to put stamps in. And if you are interested in going on to the next deck, you can either wait or click the link below. So we're moving on to the Tarot of the Orishas with the Marble Stone. Oh, pretty. So this is the Marble Stone. I love this stone. I found it one day at a building site. So it was genuine marble that was just kind of discarded, I guess. But this marble stone is wonderful for full retention or recalling of your dreams. It's also a great grounding stone naturally. It also is a really good stone for how do I say, for I guess tempering your communications, for finding the right words, for being able to really imagine how you want things to play out, be able to say the things that need to be said for that endeavor to go the way you want it to go. Okay, so it's a really good stone for if you need to write a speech and you want to hold on to it. It's a good stone for that. And it's a good memory stone. So even if it's just to try to remember your speech, or try to remember something you want to tell people, or try to remember just anything, and you really, really need that memory, or for students, if you're studying vocabulary words or whatever, this is a great stone to keep with you while you're learning and while you're trying to bring that memory. So let's see what the Tarot of the Orishas have to say for you. For whoever this reading is meant for today, whoever is drawn to this reading. Oh my. What are you Okay. So Ocean just like jumped out, right? Oshun. So she is, as far as I remember, because I don't really know the Yoruba that much, but I'm pretty sure she's the mother goddess. I'm pretty sure she's like one of the big bosses, you know? Um, this is really pretty, and I've never pulled this card from this deck before. But I think her message right now in from this card is that there's a lot of abundance being brought to you. There's like you're being nourished in some way, whether it's like food wise, or whether you're being nourished with love, or like someone is looking out for you. Someone or something is looking out for you and trying to take care of you and trying to show you how to heal what needs healing, trying to keep you calm and help you find peace within yourself, and making sure again that you are very, very nourished, that you know that you are loved, that you know that you are cared for, that you're nurtured. She very much reminds me of the divine feminine kind of image in general, and also the high priestess in the standard tarot deck, because of her nurturing and loving energy. Okay, I'm still going to pull another card, and then we're going to see what the book says. So forever this reading is meant for, from the tarot of the Orishas, from our ancestors, and those deities and beings that guide us, for whoever is here for May 13th, 2019, please share with us your messages for whoever needs to hear them on this day. Please and thank you. And you got the earth. So again, I feel there's this like Mother Earth nurturing energy for you out there. Whoever chose this deck, you know, this is a message that you're being blessed. This is a message that there is care out there for you. And I think it's your job to find some serious balance, because here we have all of the suits basically. So we have, you know, the fire, the water, earth, air here, and then of course we have the image of earth being embraced by the serpent. And a lot of other religions, one other religion that I can think of, sees the serpent as a negative thing. But in many historical contexts, the serpent was a symbol of truth. The serpent was a symbol of good health. The serpent was a symbol of divine femininity. The serpent was a symbol of love, of being embraced by a loving, caring figure. It was a symbol of power. It was a symbol of strength. Okay, so for those of you out there seeing the snake, I don't want you to feel that this is necessarily a negative thing, even though the snake can often also represent negative things, because life isn't just one way or another. You know, there's always two sides to a situation, or more, you know. So but here I feel this is very positive. I feel like this is telling you you are loved, you are nurtured, you are cared for, you are on the path to being who you need to be and being where you need to be. You are probably in need of some balance. I think because of this earth symbolism, I feel like whoever you are, you probably need to get a little bit more disciplined so that you can receive this nurturing, caring energy. Open your heart up to it, and like tell yourself, you know, if there's something you want to do, look at your actions and say, is this the action of the kind of person who does that thing? Okay, so I want to be a chef. If I am ordering out every day, never learning how to cook, don't go to any kind of chef school, culinary school, then are you doing the things that a chef does? No, you're not. So look at yourself and ask yourself, is this are these actions going to take me to where I need to be, so that I can heal, so that I can grow, so that I can live the life that I want to live for myself, for my best self, my best life? How do I do that? I do think that whatever it is you choose to do, though, the goddess, the divine spirit, whatever it is that you feel is there for you, your ancestors are there for you. They're watching over you. They're trying to help you heal. They're trying to guide you. They're trying to show you the right the right the right choices to make. Okay, but let's see what the book actually has to say, because as we all know, I don't read with this deck very often. Oshun and the earth. I want to see if I can pull them both up before I read them. So many say that she is the great magician, the one who knows most about magic deeds and magical works. This is based on the fact that she comes to her father seeking help and comfort with the warmest and most delicate modulations of voice, and sometimes crying, which moves Obatala to give her what she wants, the most important secrets. Ocean is a patron of gold, honey, and squash. There are many areas in Central America where many think that not to eat squash is the greatest honor they could offer to their saint, who will reward them with economic help. People call her most of all to put right romantic misunderstandings, to soothe or pacify people if they're getting too excited and in similar situations. And since she loves and looks after children, she's asked to help them with their studies or their behavior at home to make a woman pregnant or to assist in any other matter related to children or teenagers. She represents love, sweetness, and femininity. She represents hidden knowledge, research, and planning. She offers gifts as a medium or hypersensitiveness, psychism, mentalism. This card can represent someone who is interested in medicine, either heterodox or orthodox, perhaps in social subjects, but generally related to the scientific field. She represents a woman, a wife, or a girlfriend who will know how to express an opinion without arrogance or aggressiveness in a quiet manner, subtleness, and distinction. She might represent, if there's negativity, vanity, pride, intemperance, capriciousness, love, conflicts, or a lack of subtlety. So yeah, I think with that vanity and pride thing, like I was saying, if you're not doing what you need to be doing to get to where you want to go, then that's probably an issue with your pride or with your ego. You know, like a recent situation I've had is like there was someone who was in need of help, and the help was offered, and the way it was offered, that person didn't accept it. So they ended up being in a much worse situation for that time because they didn't want to accept help that kind of butted against their pride, you know? So if you want to be in a certain situation, it's really clear. You either make the choice to do the things that are going to help you get towards the situation you want to be in, or you don't. And if you don't, then I really don't feel like, I mean, that's on you, you know, it's not something someone else can fix for you. I think the message of Oshun here is telling you, you know, to keep your pride in check and let yourself be helped, let yourself be loved and nurtured and cared for in the way that she's offering. And also when I say let, it's not just passively letting it happen. It's opening yourself up to it. It's accepting things. It's actively letting yourself be loved. Just as loving is an action, being loved is an action, okay? So then we have Earth. Earth represents travels or changes in our body, which could be modifications, operations, a health change. It could also represent moving your place of residence, home repairs or renovations, searching for inner and outer beauty, finding contacts with influential, suitable, and important people. Doors and paths may open for consultation. There are favorable outcomes of new ventures and new activities. Decisions that are made will be the correct ones, but they have to be fast and they have to be sincere. There may be a conception, a new birth, or delivery. If this were negatively seen, you could be facing a road of difficulties and obstacles. You have to take care when you're traveling. You may find some trouble with traveling or trouble with moving, difficulty getting pregnant or dealing with pregnancy. There is the possibility of miscarriage, hesitation and delays caused by you and your own choices, lack of practicality. So again, there's that kind of thread where it's like, if you're not being practical, if you're not making the right choices, if you're not moving in the right direction, based on your decisions, your choices, and your view of your life, then you're not going to get the outcome that you want. It's pretty simple, I think. But that is your message from the Tarot of the Orishas. Let me know what you thought, because that one I feel hits home a little bit, and it's a really strong message that I think everyone needs to hear. You know, if you're not making the right choices towards living the life you want to live, then there's no one you can really blame for that. So that is your reading for the Tarot of the Orishas. Let me know what you think in the comments, and click the timestamp below for the next one, or just hang out. We are moving on to the Fairies Oracle. With the Fairies Oracle, we have the Smoky Quartz, which we love. Smoky Quartz is a wonderful stone for grounding. It's a great stone for being stable. It's also a good stone for like just kind of using your common sense, I guess, like being thoughtful about what's going on in your life. And because the Smoky Quartz, the way I think of it is it's really good for removing the veil, for making things clear. I think there's like the symbolism of, you know, blowing the smoke in your face so that you're not actually able to see the truth. The Smoky Quartz is actually able to kind of remove that veil of smoke, that haze where you're not able to see the reality of things. Okay, it helps you to see clearly. Okay, so let's see what message you have from the fairies. From the fairies, those beings who watch over us, who play with us, who teach us lessons, those beings who love our things, love to play pranks, love to giggle in the night. What messages do you have for whoever needs to hear them as you cross the veil from this world to yours and back and forth? What messages do you have for this day, Monday, May 13th, 2019, for whoever this reading is meant to reach? Please and thank you. Nice. You got Spirit Dancer. So there is, I think, light in your spirit. There is, for whoever you are out there, you have the number 36, so I think that there is some balance in your life. And today is just a nice day where you're able to kind of do what feels good, okay? This is a message that, you know, whatever makes your spirit happy, whatever makes you want to smile, whatever makes you feel like you are where you need to be, or you're heading towards where you need to be, or you're just making good choices, whether that's a spoonful of ice cream and, you know, it's cheat day so you feel really good, or it's, you know, writing something when you haven't been writing for months, or it's calling your mom and letting her know that you love her. Whatever it is that just kind of puts a smile in your heart, puts some love and joy in your heart, that's, I think, what you need to do today. And I think that's pretty simple. That's pretty much the main message I'm getting here. I think you're being kind of touched with divine love, because we do have this 3 up here, and I do think that this has to do maybe with your home life, or it's like, because of the number 6, which has to do with the home a lot, it has to do with your comfort zone, your space where you feel that you're grounded and you're stable and you're just comfortable. Okay, and then the 3 represents divinity, it represents the God. So I do think that you're just kind of feeling some divine love today, and you know, if you're not open to feeling that, then it's your job to kind of cultivate that within yourself. Cultivate divine love for yourself so that you can feel that, and so that you can share that with others. And if there are beings or people who are kind of pulling that away from you, then do whatever you can to just step away, to be away from them, so that you can be happy on your own. You don't need them. You don't need their approval. You don't need their opinions. You really just need to find joy in your own heart, and you will be able to kind of just enjoy this day. All right? So let's see what the book says about Spirit Dancer. Oh, look, it opened literally right up to that page. Self-expression, freedom, exploration. The Spirit Dancer understands both sides of self-expression. In the first stage, we get our inner visions, feelings, and creative impulse out into the world through our art, whatever it is. Through our art, whatever it is. Then our expressions are reflected back to us from the mirror of other people's perceptions, and we discover what our art awakens in them. For many of us, we learn, grow, and lead more satisfying lives if we have ways of expressing our inner world. These expressions can be a way of helping ourselves better understand our own feelings and experiences. Or they can be a way of getting pain out where we can look at it and let it begin to heal. Creative expression is a method of exploring our own truth, bringing it into light so we can see it more clearly and maintaining sanity. The keywords here are explore, experiment, and express. As this fairy cryptically remarked to one oracle reader, the death of spirit dancer is perfection. Okay, so don't try to be perfect. Let yourself have some fun. Now is the time to focus and really concentrate on a project or process, especially one involving the creative arts. Spontaneity balanced by self-discipline will help us achieve our goals. Strive for elegance and simplicity. This is a time to bring out and share qualities that we have nurtured in private. The negative aspects of this card may represent a self-absorbed and obsessed person. The reversed spirit dancer has become entangled in her own unexpressed and perhaps inexpressible fantasies. She's angry and driven and may be unable to express her feelings in any way except through destruction. Alternatively, you may be dealing with artist block. The cure for that is just to create, even if creation falls far short of our goals. Even if it is trite or trivial, just do it. It is a matter of priming the pump until the waters of creativity, emotion, and inspiration flow freely. Yeah, so like I said, do what makes your spirit soar. And whatever that is, usually it is a creative activity, but whatever it is today, do something that makes your heart and your soul feel light and joy and happy. And again, there is another reference to being disciplined. So for all of you out there today, if you watched all the way through, get some discipline into your life, make a plan for yourself. Now is the time, okay? The more you wait, the less likely it's going to happen for you, okay? Now is the time, now is the hour, all right? That is your reading for Monday, May 13th, 2019. Thank you so very much for being here. I love each and every one of you. I love all of the support. I love all of your kind words. I love your messages. I really, really appreciate your support and your time being here. Thank you again, and remember always that I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.